and welcome to glennzb TV for Monday, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And I tell you what, old OJ let out overnight, of course. According to his lawyer, he's looking forward to getting back to enjoying some of the normal things that you don't have access to in prison, like, and I quote, fresh seafood, unquote. I thought that was interesting. That was one of the things that he'd been hankering for, is a little bit of fresh seafood. He didn't go into specifics whether it was shellfish or crustaceans or just like fresh fish. But, or maybe all of it. He's been offered quite a lot of money for his first interview, so I think he'll be able to afford some. I think what I would miss, I don't know really if I'd be pining for fresh seafood while I was in there. Bourbon, obviously. That would be one thing that I feel like that would make prison go better for me if I had access to bourbon while I was in there. Do you have your own microwave in your cell so you can melt cheese on things? Prison sounds bad to me. What about Netflix? Do you have Netflix? Or just a hard drive with your favourite movies on that you can stream? No? What's going on? Sounds terrible. I think I will avoid it. Now, thousands of ratepayer dollars have been funneled into this drama surrounding the Flying Fox in the Preston subdivision in Marshland in Christchurch. Now, you'll remember, this is the Flying Fox that was too noisy for some of the residents, apparently, and they complained about it because it made a noise when people went on it at night. Since then, the mechanisms have been taken down, reinstated, and an audio engineering report commissioned. That cost $5,000, that report. So that's not how much it cost to take it down and put it back up again. That was just to get an audio engineer to come along and listen to it. Noisy-ish. It's on the... Apparently, it does exceed the nighttime sound noise limits. Which is a shame because, of course, nighttime is the right time for getting on a Flying Fox. Adds a certain frisson. Unfortunately, there's been a survey of more than 300 residents, and the vast majority of them want the Flying Fox to stay there. So, you know, this is a major, major story. I don't know what to do. I think we just need to develop quieter flying foxes. I think that's what although the noise, that's a great noise. Is it the same going on a Flying Fox if it doesn't make that noise? Maybe we should ask a deaf person. Now, Elon Musk, Mr. Musk. I've got a bit of a problem with your proposed intercontinental commercial rockets. Apparently, we're going to be going to not just into space, but you could go from London to New York in just 29 minutes. And I feel like that's not long enough. Like if you're flying from one major city to another, you really want to be able to fit a movie in, don't you? And there's no 29-minute movies. I suppose you could get an episode of a sitcom. You could get an episode of Silicon Valley or People of Earth in there, because they only run about 23 minutes with no commercials. But, yeah. It's just not long. You're going too quick. You're missing out on your in-flight entertainment. You're not getting value for money there. Finally, are you watching out for rooks, are you? If you are in the Kapiti or wider upper region, apparently you need to be not just keeping an eye out, but an ear out for rooks. Because this bird, the rook, it devastates cereal crops. So the Greater Wellington Regional Council, they're trying to eradicate the species from the region, but they need help to locate any rogue nests. Do you reckon they're going to get a lot of help from the public? They'll be flooded with phone calls of people ringing out going, yeah, I think I got a rook. See a rook up there. There's a bird that looks like one of those horse chess pieces. Is that what they probably don't look like that at all. I feel like if they could, they seem to be spending a lot of money on eradicating rooks, and whether or not there are noisy flying foxes, and maybe not quite enough money on things like, I don't know, making the traffic work properly. But maybe it's all connected. I don't know. Apparently, in the mid-90s, almost 900 nests were found. And this year, they've got that down to 33. So, I mean, it's going to be... If you are a member of the public and you're looking for rooks, they're going to be hard to find. You're going to have to be on your game. Anyway, there's a challenge for you. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. Watch out for rooks. I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Oh, is that one there?